Addition and subtraction of fractions. We define like fractions as those fractions that have the same denominator. So looking at our pictures here, we remember that the denominator is the number of pieces that the whole is cut into. So this is our denominator is 8, and our numerator is how many of those I have. So here, this fraction is 5/8, and in this one, we still have a denominator of 8, but we only have 3 of them colored. So now let's see how many we have all together. So if I have 5/8 plus 3/8, we can see one whole is still cut into 8, but now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. 8/8. You can see that what we would do here, if we didn't have a picture, we would add together the numerators, 3 plus 5 is 8, and leave the denominator the same. It's still cut into the same amount. And we can see that 8/8 is the same as 1. So if I put these 3 green pieces over here, we can see it makes one whole block, and that's what our math showed us. Okay, what if we were going to subtract now? Okay, so let's look at subtraction. What if I had 5/8 and I was subtracting from that 3/8? All right, so we have those 3 green ones there. What if we took 3 green ones away from the orange here? This probably. But what if these 3 are the ones we're eliminating, right? We have 3, we had 5, now we're take away 3. So now those are green. How many orange pieces do I have left? Well, I still have 2 out of the 8. 2/8. And 2/8, so we can see that 2/8 has a common factor in the numerator and denominator of 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. If we look back here, in our original box had been divided into 4 pieces instead of 8. And out of the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 out of 4 pieces left. And that 1 out of 4 is the same as 2 out of 8. Adding like fractions. So the way we add like fractions then is we write the sum of the numerators over that common denominator. Again, because they are like fractions, we have the same denominator, so it's a common denominator. And then we simplify the fraction to lowest terms if possible. Those are the steps we took in adding a fraction. Now subtracting like fractions, we write the difference of the numerators over that same common denominator and simplify to lowest terms if possible. Again, these are the procedures for like fractions. So let's look at some examples. We have 2 here for adding fractions, and then 2 for subtraction. So if I have 5/6 plus 4/6, we combine the numerators. 5 plus 4 is 9, and we put that over 6. 9/6. Our common denominator stays common, and we leave it like this, except for we see that we have a 3 in the numerator and a 3 in the denominator. That's common to both. Factors that are common to both. So I can see that that makes a 1, and I'm left with 3/2 as the solution to 5/6 plus 4/6. All right, let's look at this one. 4/15 plus 6/15. 4 plus 6 is 10, and we leave it over that common denominator, 10/15. We can see, though, that both of these have a common 5 factor to both of them. So 5 multiplied by 2 and 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. So there we go, our factors. Our 5's cancel to be 1, and we're left with a reduced fraction of 2/3. All right, let's look at subtraction now. So we have seen how addition works. Let's see how subtraction works. So again, we have common denominators, 21/5 minus 6/5. We have 5 as a denominator in both. This one I'll write the step. We have 21 minus 6 over that common denominator of 5. All right, so 21 minus 6, that's 15. 15 over 5. Again, we see that there's a common 5 in both of these. We can have 5 times 3 is 15, and 5 multiplied by 1. So if we want to leave it as a fraction, we can leave it as 3 over 1. We also know that that's the same thing as the whole number 3. One more here, 15 minus 6 over the common denominator of 7. Again, 15 minus 6 is 9 over 7. This is actually reduced to lowest terms because we know 7 is prime and 7 is not a factor of 9, so we know that this is in fact reduced. We call this an improper fraction. We could in fact leave it as a mixed number. 7 goes into 9 one time, remainder 2, and we put that over that same denominator 7. So 9/7 is 1 and 2/7 as a mixed number.